Hey everyone, how's it going? I just wanted to reach out as I drive home. I had some thoughts as I drive home to Victoria from visiting my mom and dad, which was a great time. Played some golf with my old man, watched some hockey, let's go Oilers, and big game tonight. And you know, I've been reflecting over my journey, and I know I've been posting a lot of shirtless pics. I know some guys haven't liked that, but I don't give a shit. I'm going to continue to do me. Anyways, a lot of my posts recently especially have been about not just the bodybuilding journey, but about what I've overcome in the last 2.5 years. I'm now 2.5 years sober. And I overcame a lot. I overcome significant injuries, life-altering injuries that I'll never be the same. And illnesses where I was told I had 24 hours to live. I was told, you're probably going to die tomorrow. I had a social worker come and reach out to me, you know, asked if I wanted to talk to it was not a good place. And before all this happened, I was a functioning alcoholic. I was an alcoholic where I would drink and I would party and I'd binge and I'd do a lot of cocaine on the weekends and then go to work on Monday and do it all over again every weekend. And I think there's a lot of people I did it with, and there were a lot of people in the same boat. But after going through all the injuries and the health scares, and I turned heavily to the bottle and heavily to cocaine and painkillers and methamphetamine and things that I'm just, you know, I used to be embarrassed about, but now I'm totally open to talking about, and I'm happy to talk about it. And I beat it, and I got over it. And you know, guys, I was at a point when I don't sure if I said depression, but you know, I did try to take my life. I slit my wrist here. I'm tattooed over top. Another time I almost died. I should be dead, so technically I should be dead, but I'm alive, and I credit that to myself, as I never gave up. There's something inside of me where I just couldn't give up. And over this time, you know, I'm partying, I'm doing this, I'm going on 7-day binges, and then COVID hit, and I'm feeling even more lonely. And when you feel this way, you start turning even more to the bottle, more to the drug, because you want relief from this mental anguish that you're going through and physical pain that you're going through. And the best way to do it at the time, for an addict, is drugs and alcohol, or whatever your addiction is. I mean, it could be gambling, it could be anything. And so I've had a lot of people reach out to me and say, hey, Jeremy, how did you do it? How did you beat this? Like, I'm struggling. I've struggled my whole life, and I'm still struggling now, and I'm depressed and I'm sad. And they say, how do you do it? And you know, it breaks my heart, because I know what their life is like. And I mean, I'm gonna tear up here, but I know what it's like. It's a fucking nightmare what you're going through. It's a fucking nightmare, and it seems like it's never gonna stop. So a lot of addicts, they'll say to me, hey, what did you do to get through it? Did you go to a counselor? Nope, didn't go to a counselor. Did you go to rehab? Nope, did not go to rehab. I could not afford it. I was too scared, too embarrassed. But I also look for government help, and I'm a white male. There's no help for you guys, for us here. There's none. There's not. I mean, there could be in the recently, but there wasn't at the time. And no one cared, and that's how I felt. No one cared. And so what do? When you feel like no one cares, is you turn back to your addiction, because that's the only thing that seems to care. Anyways, so then they're like, well, if you didn't do any of that, how did you beat it? How did you stop? Like, how did you just stop? And it's pretty fucking simple. When it comes down to it, is I realize I have the power of choice. And, you know, I'm sitting there and I'm on a 7-day binger. I lost Michelle, rest in peace. And I lost Jerome. I lost multiple people to addiction, to, you know, just crazy things. Overdosing. Judy, I rest in peace. Like, you know, guys, I lost a lot. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, I don't want to be this. I don't want to be what they're doing, and I don't want to have this pain anymore. So I didn't have the mindset to read. My mind was so clear. So I started watching YouTube videos, and there was a guy named Jordan Peterson, and there's a guy named Andrew Tate, and everybody has views on those two guys. And I don't agree with everything they say, and nor should we be. I mean, we're human. We shouldn't agree on everything. That's the great thing about humans, is we all have our own opinions, values, and whatever, and we need to share them and learn from each other. It's awesome. So I mean, if you don't like those two, that's fine. You're entitled to my opinion and your opinion. And but one thing they did tell me, they said, like, it's up to you. You get to dictate your own future. And then I was like, wow, that doesn't really make any sense, because I have all these external things that are choosing for my path. Like, I'm sore, I'm hurt, I'm injured, I'm sick, I have no people around me, I've got nothing going for me, so I turn to the bottle. And those are all external things, that happen. You lose these external things. And I would use those things to fuel my addiction. And then I realized through these gentlemen that power is only up to me. I am the only person that can make a change. Because even if I go to rehab and I go through all the processes and I come out clean because I can't drink or can't do anything, can't do drugs in that zone, and I'm 8 weeks sober because it's just not available, but I haven't mentally overcome or been ready to do it, and I come back and I relapse. And this just seems to be a perpetual thing with a lot of people that have gone through this. So I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, well, what the fuck do I do? And the only thing that came to my head was make better choices. I am the only one that can make a choice of anything I do and my outcome. And all choices have outcomes, whether they're good or bad. If I have a choice to do alcohol or drink alcohol, you know what? I'm gonna have a fucking blast that night. I'm probably gonna have a good time. I'm gonna do lines of drugs, and I'm gonna have a blast. But the outcome of that is A, I've spent a lot of money. B, I feel like shit. Who knows? I've neglected everything around my house or in my life. I'm going into work hungover, probably irritable, and then all you can do is just wait until you can do it again. I figured out to myself, I'm the only person that's making these choices. No one put the bottle down my throat. No one injected me with anything. I did everything myself. So if I had the choices to do those bad things, I also have a choice to do good things, because I've made a lot of good choices growing up and through my life, and we all have. And we forget those good choices because we always go to the bad. It just kind of seems to be human nature. So then I realized, well, if it's my choice to drink or not, I have to believe in myself that I'm making the right choice for myself. So the power of choice, the word choice, became very powerful for me, because I figured out I get to dictate my future. Whether I do it in a bad or a positive way, I don't know, but I have that choice to do so. So then I thought, well, I don't want to feel this way anymore. So what's my option here? Well, don't do it. Pretty fucking simple. And you may say, well, you have all these things that's going on in your head, and it's not that simple. Well, yes, it is. It is completely that fucking simple. Let's break down everything. Everything that goes on in your life, all these external things. Do they actually force you to make a bad choice? No, they do not. That is on you. They give you reasons to do so, or they may give you justification to do so, but they are not forcing you, and they are not putting it. You make the choice to do so. So I tell people, what kind of outcome do you want? What do you want out of beating addiction? What do you want from it? Well, I want to live a happy and healthy life. And I want to just, wake up feeling good. Okay, well, let's make a choice to do so. When I want that ball or I want that line, what am I going to do? Am I going to choose to feel like shit the next day for temporary fun? Or do I want to feel good tomorrow because I'm going to not do it, fall asleep, probably have a good conversation, watch a movie, whatever. Or I'm going to, sometimes making the choice not to drink and not to do anything is the hardest fucking thing you can do, because your mind is going to go wild. That's when your mind is going to go nuts. But that's when you have to believe in your choice. And you have to believe in what you've done and the opportunity that you have in front of you to make that choice. And that fucking belief is fucking magic. It's fucking magic. And it's powerful. So, next time you want to sit down and you're like, oh fuck, I've had a rough goddamn week. Today sucks. I'm sore. I just want to have a bottle. I want to get whatever drug of choice I want. Think to yourself, what's my outcome here? What's the outcome of this choice? And is that outcome something you want? I'm going to tell you 90% of the time it's going to be fuck no. Fuck no, you don't want that. You do not want to have that hangover. You do not want to have that neglect. You do not want to have that feeling physically, mentally. So make the goddamn choice. Make the choice for yourself. Be there for yourself. Because no one else will be. I don't give a shit. Your parents can be there. Your best friends can be there. You know, they can be there. But they're not going to make choices for you. You are. You dictate those fucking things. When you fucking realize this, and I'm sorry for swearing, but I'm passionate about it. I'm fucking passionate about this. When you make those choices, your life will fucking change into this beautiful phoenix. You reborn, you relive, you feel like unstoppable. And the best thing about that is you did it. No one did it. No one else did it. No one else helped you. Because you didn't need that help. Because that help wasn't going to help you. Only you can help you. And I know it feels very lonesome and whatever. No, you lean on your friends to say, you know what, man, like I feel like shit today. Talk to them. Guarantee you they'll be there and they'll hug you. But in the end, it's your choice. And I want nothing but the best choices for all of you. Because it's in you. Now, if you ever want to talk about it, and if you ever want to have a good conversation about it with me, I'm happy to be here. I'll help you with these choices. Again, it's not me, but I'll explain those choices and your possible outcomes. And help you find your own choice that's best for you. So remember out there, people, choice is fucking powerful. Your ability to be your own choice is magic. That's your own inner power. There's nothing that can stop you if you make right choices. Nothing. You will be a fucking success. You will be you will be someone there's many people that have overcome addictions and thrived in depression and thrived because they made choices. Choices to help them. You're going to too. And I'm here for you. All of you. I'm here for myself. I'm here for you. So please reach out. We got this. Let's make the right choices.